Hi everybody, happy Saturday and another snowstorm. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. I have so had it with snow, really. It just started to melt off and now here it is, another snowstorm. What? Monday is spring. Where is this coming from? So since it's such a horror, I thought we would talk about horror films. Some very fun things that I like a lot. The other day I watched Spider Baby, Jack Hill's Spider Baby. I watched that for the first time and I loved it. It was amazing. Early Sid Haig. Oh my God, he was great. And so we're gonna quickly run through a bunch of horror films that I think are great, and a couple of little things that I like to collect when I see them. So hope you had a great St. Patrick's Day. We're drinking a Smithwick's, again, more Irish beer, because the whole weekend is really St. Patrick's kinda, right? That's what I think. It's a little bit of a different background for you today, so you can see something other than what you always see. I like to move around a little bit. Alright, let's start with the films. Really cute. Hotel Transylvania. I love that. It's so sweet. I like movies like that. I like the children's horror movies. Really fun. One of my all-time favorite horror movies, May. If you have never seen this, this is a must. One of my all-time favorites. Great stuff. The trailers of William Castle. William Castle, of course, great horror filmmaker. The Tingler. Just a great thing. This is a great one to have. This here I have Zombie Hunters, City of the Dead. These guys were independent filmmakers. They were doing a zombie show. I met them at the Chiller Convention, and I believe they were on the air already in Boston, but they were trying to raise money to be on the air in other places, you know. So really fun. Zombie Hunters, City of the Dead. Hillbillies and Hatchets. Okay, Hillbillies and Hatchets 13 movie set. These are the kind of things that I like to collect, the multi film sets. Sometimes there's some really great obscure stuff on this, but Hillbillies and Hatchets, yikes, right? Hillbillies are always scary in horror movies, right? Rob Zombie uses them a lot. I love it. Freak Show Cinema, 12 horror films. This has some great obscure stuff. Another one of those. I love these, the compilation things, because there could be some very oddball things on those. Oh, classic, great stuff. Carnival of Souls. Really great thing if you haven't seen it. Final Destination number 5. Final Destination movies are so creepy because they use everyday things, and yikes, I'm telling you, they are scary. Rob Zombie, Halloween, of course. This is the regular, this is a 2-disc special edition, but I also have the director's cut. I love him so much. Lords of Salem, one of my very favorites. That's great. The Bride, Sting. Now this is not horror, but it is like a Frankenstein story. It was just a vehicle for Sting, and most of the movies that Sting was in were really, really bad. Like this one and Brimstone and Treacle. I have Brimstone and Treacle too. There's a bunch more horror films that I couldn't find that I do have, but I grabbed the ones that I could find easily. Bulbuck and Candle, again, not horror, but one of my very favorite witchy stories. Oh, this is such a beautiful film. I love it. One of my all-time favorites, Strangeland. This is a film done by the great Dee Snider. This movie is amazing. Wow, scary. One of my favorites of all time, The Bride of Frankenstein. In fact, in the background, we're listening to Franz Waxman's soundtrack music for The Bride of Frankenstein. So, perfect. Final Destination 3. They're all crazy. Now this is a different kind of horror. This is historic schizophrenia films. Yikes. All those historic crazy house films are scary as hell. This one is crazy. Dead Silence, from the writers of the and directors of Saw. Dead Silence, very fun. Corpse Bride, of course, not horror, but children's horror. I love it. And of course, Tim Burton. I love everything he's ever done. Plan 9 from Outer Space, not horror, but sci-fi. Very, very fun. How about this? This is another fun kind of compilation. This is a 4 DVD set, and this is Vintage Cult Madness. That's fun. Not necessarily horror, but very funny. Damaged Lives, Sex Madness, Test Tube Babies, and she should have said no. It's horror if ever there was. Oh my God, the great Lon Chaney doing the Unholy 3. Oh, so great. If you haven't seen it, beautiful stuff. Here's the unrated Director's Cut Halloween. Great stuff, Rob Zombie. Unrated, was that 2 or 1? That was the first one. And then we have unrated Director's Cut Halloween 2. Family is Forever, a Rob Zombie film, of course. Oh, another one of my favorites. This is a great film. This is Victor Hugo's The Man Who Laughs. Great horror film. Just not really, really horror, but horrific, you know. The guy gets, what do you call it? The Glasgow grin. He gets his face cut on both sides, and he can never stop smiling like this because of the... Oh, God, it's horrible. It's so painful and scary. Silent and amazing. This is a great film. Wow. I highly recommend that. 2 of my very, very favorites by Rob Zombie. House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects. 2 amazing films. This is where I was first introduced to Sid Haig, and boy, is he one of my favorites. Here's the original Final Destination. Awesome. Another one of those sets that I like to buy. What do you call it? Marshalls and A.J. Wright and those kind of places. They have these a lot. And look, this one I got for $3.99. Haunted Horrors. It's a big, big box set. Big box set. All kinds of fun stuff. Of course, Creepy Clowns. Fear of Clowns. There's a fun one. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yikes. Gore House Greats. Now, this is a box set collection, also really good. The Gore House Greats. Another Creepy Clown, Funhouse. Oh, great horror film, Angel Heart. Wow. This is a great one if you haven't seen it. I can't imagine that you haven't seen it. The Monster That Challenged the World. These, these early B movies are so much fun. Phantom of the Opera and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Lon Chaney, 2 classic, beautiful pieces. Bela Lugosi, White Zombie. Great stuff. Bram Stoker's Dracula, of course. Very fun. Complete first series, Monsters. I have a lot of Monsters, but I just took 1, too. So, oh, Spine Tingler. The William Castle Story. Oh, this is great. If you love horror and you love William Castle, you have to have that. Here we have Johnny Depp, From Hell. From Hell, great film about Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper is the, because I love that whole Jack the Ripper thing. Torture Garden. Very fun, low-budget horror movie. Dead Clowns. More creepy, horrible clowns. Classic, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. One of my very, very favorites. Lights Out and Other Supernatural Tales includes episodes of The Veil and Witchcraft. This is a great one because this is rare TV horror. Very, very fun compilation. And of course, Rob Zombie, the greatest horror show of them all. See the zombie horror picture. This is actually a live performance of Rob Zombie. Really, really fun. Now, I have tons more than that. So, if you didn't see, like, the classic favorites, like The Exorcist, and I couldn't find them, like, real quick. I was just putting a stack together. The anniversary edition of the original Frankenstein, of course, one of my very, very favorites. So many films out there that are so great, and if you love horror, there's just so much fun stuff to look for. And if you love obscure horror, you should definitely buy those box sets. They're really fun. You never know what you're going to find. And I think I have 1 million copies of Night of the Living Dead because of these. You know what I mean? Really, really fun stuff. So, that was fun. And if you haven't seen Spider Baby, you got to see it. If you're a fan of Sid Haig, he was so young and he was so great, so creepy. It was a great film. Lon Chaney's in that too. He was an old man. I believe it was Chaney's last film, in fact. And he was really great in that too. So, even though we're not anywhere near Halloween, I thought it would be fun to come in and do a little bit of horror fun, because I've been very into my horror films lately, especially after seeing Spider Baby. I want to go back and find other obscure 60s B horror, because Chiller Convention will be coming up shortly. Sometimes you can get films there that you can't get anywhere, so I love it. So, I say we're waiting for a snowstorm, but it is snowing. It's snowing like mad, and the flakes are big, big puffy flakes again. But this time we're only supposed to get 4 inches, but that'll be on top of what was already on the ground from Tuesday, so it's not much fun. Although spring is right around the corner and everything should melt relatively quickly, I do hope, because I am so sick of dealing with snow. So anyway, I hope you're having a magical, mystical, musical Saturday. I love you all. I can't decide what I'm going to watch tonight, but I definitely want a horror film. I'll talk to you all later. I love you all. Bye. So familiar from Bride of Frankenstein, right? One of my all-time favorite films. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. I will see you very, very soon.